This is Cindy Bloom, and I'm super excited that you decided to get builderall because you liked this page. So in this video, I'm going to show you how easy it is, now that you have this great platform, how easy you can get this particular page that will be directly linked to you and your site with a click of a few buttons. So the first thing I would like you to do is log into your builderall account, which I'm going to do right now. Okay, I'm actually going to close out this window because we do not need it open. I refer to each one of these in all of my training as windows. They're different parts that are open. I use and do everything in Chrome. And it's taking a long time, but I do everything in Chrome, and I have found that using builderall in Chrome is the best. However, I actually just did this process with my sponsor and got her going, and she happened to be using Safari. So whatever it is you use. Okay, so here we are, and I'm logged in. You may want to watch this video, and just close it out. Okay, and you're in here. Okay, once you do that, you are going to click the link that's on this page, and I have this page with directions for you. And it says, here's what you're going to do. And you're going to need a few things. So before we get started, so I'm going to open up my new ULife particular branded website. And it's funny, when you do it, you should type it in, because if you know, this is mine. And before I hit enter, I'm actually going to copy it. I just find it easier. But you know that as soon as you hit return, nobody sees that up in the bar in the URL. It disappears. But you know that you're on your site because your name is over here. So you are going to need that address that we had up there. Okay. And you're also going to need to know your rep ID number. So make sure you have those available to do the things that we need to do. So I clicked over here. I have this link. It's a bit.ly link, and you guys are all going to be able to click. You're going to be able to copy it, or you're going to be able to click it, however it works best for you. And you're going to open it. I just copied it and I pasted it. It's called bit.ly, http://bit.ly/gel team page. Okay? And I'm going to do it, and it's going to be a really long link. And I shorten it, and it's going to do this squiggly thing, and it's going to actually open up that page in what we call our editor, which you see up here, HTML editor. And I'm at the top of the screen with my mouse. So here's your page. The first thing I want you to do is I want you to click on the black top where it says the gel, and you'll see a drop-down menu. You're going to start with the Dr. Oz and click on it. Excuse me. And you're going to see this page. I would like you to scroll down to the button that says Get on the Gel. And what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to right-click on that. So a couple people were on a Mac and they didn't know how to right-click. So I believe it's doing it with 2 fingers, clicking your touchpad. But you're looking for this particular box where it's going to give you the option to do an action. Right now, the action is it's going to take somebody to Google if you were to save it. So you want to delete that. And I am going to paste or type, oops, didn't type it in, see, I've done this for so many people, new ULife affiliate link. And I'm going to hit OK, and I'm going to actually copy it. So I didn't copy before, and I'm going to click OK. Okay? Then I'm going to click back on this drop-down window. I'm going to do the same exact thing on this page, which is our Watch Now page, showing us our video. I'm going to hover over the Get on the Gel page, click on it so that the green box appears. Then I'm going to right-click, go to Action. And again, you're going to delete this and you're going to paste your particular link. And it's going to be https://newlife.com/ and whatever you chose to be your name when you signed up. Okay? Then there's two more things you need to do. So I'm going to go back right now to the page, my front page here, and underneath where on your page, it should say that you're shopping with, it should say your name or whatever, you've chosen it to be here. But there's this rep ID number. It's a real important number in this particular funnel and in this company, in general. But you need to copy it. So I'm just going to go over here, right click, and I'm going to copy it. Mine is 16657. Okay, so right here, now that I've copied it, I'm going back. I click back to my HTML editor. It has that nice colorful icon at the top. It's pretty easy to show from every other thing. Notice that's what it's called, an icon, and that's how you can tell you're in the HTML editor. We're going to go to the drop-down menu, excuse me, and we are going to go to the gel page. Don't get confused and do not touch these three buttons. These do not need to be touched. The only buttons that you need to touch are these three buttons down here. And you are going to do the very same thing, except for this time you're not posting a URL. These are taking your customer, and I'm sure you've seen this, directly to your buy page, so they don't have to try and figure out where to go. So you're going to actually, again, right click however you do that. You're going to go to action. But I have the very beginning of everything that you need to do. The only thing you need to do is put that number at the very end and click OK. Do the same thing with your preferred action. Put that number in and click OK. One more time. This link is going to be different. It's not going to look like this. You are still going to put your number in, right click, action, and you're going to enter your number in. You're going to enter it right after the equal sign. And the reason why it's different, is this is taking them to your specific agreement and then to actually sign up with you. So they're different, and make sure, you just need the number for all three. Then it comes to the save part. If you're logged in, this is what you're going to see. If you're not logged in, it's going to ask you to log in. And I have found that at that point, if you're on Safari, it's going to give you an error message. So that's why I like doing it. But if you're logged in before and go right to this, you should have not problem. This should be up, and it's going to tell you to register the site. This is where you're going to want to register the site. What that means is, what do you want to name it? So when I've sent all mine, I put it gel interest. I just worked with somebody and they put, get on the gel. You can put whatever you want because yours is a unique URL to you. So let's just, I've already done mine. So I'm going to just put on gel. It all has to be lowercase, gel interest screenshot, just so that I can remember. Okay? It's a long, and you'll see where this comes into play. And I'm going to hit send, which is another word for save, apparently, wherever they built this, because it didn't come from the United States, this platform. I think Eric's from the UK. So, I don't know. Maybe in the UK they use that. Okay, so I just saved my site. Everything is saved. I like to save it again, just make sure. I'm a crazy saver person. Once you save it, you can actually close this out. Okay? And it's always going to ask you, did you change to save it? Did you change or save your changes? And it always kind of makes me nervous, but I know that I just saved it. So it just always reminds you, so that if you haven't saved it, it's going to prompt you to save it. So yes, I'm going to leave that site. I can close this down now. And I'm back here in my builderall site, remember, because I just logged on. So what I want to do is I want to literally click on the little octopus guy, and that kind of refreshes the page. It lets it kind of know and pick up that we just kind of imported, did a site. I'm going to close this out, and I'm going to go to this big computer here in the middle of the screen where it says Builders. I'm going to click on the drag and drop Pixel Perfect. And when I did that, two things came up. I'm going to click on My Sites. Don't be alarmed because I have a lot in here. If you are new, you're not going to have a lot in here. But the one that I just published here, man, oh man, what did we call it? Oh, I know. Here it is. Gel interest screenshot. And if you'll notice, it's different from the others because it's not published, okay? So here, the last thing you have to do is you have to publish. So you go over to More Options and you hit Publish. You click OK. It's changed successfully, and then there it's going to be there, and it's now going to be a blue clickable link. And when I click that link, it's going to open in a new tab. And this is a URL that I would send people, okay? Gel interest, this is where that screenshot, remember I said I saved it? See how it's in the URL? I'm going to delete this page, of course, after this video, so nobody's going to see it. But that's where that comes into play. When you say the name of your particular page, it does show up in this area right here. So what I recommend everybody do is check your links. There could be something you missed, something didn't save right, things get messed up, but what you do is I would copy this link. This is your URL link. Okay, and eventually you're going to want to save it. But what I like to do, I'm in Chrome, and you can't really see that part of my screen. But up at the top of your screen, if you're in screen, you see the word Chrome, and then next to it you see the word File. When I click on File, you can see this drop down. And see this little thing? It says New Incognito Window. I bet you can't see it. Okay, so I can't do that. But for you all, you see when you go File, New Incognito Window, and it's not going to show in this screen recording. I don't think. But it will allow you to test all of your sites the correct way. And it's very important you check it in a new incognito because our company is wonderful and it does us a lot of service by using what's called cookies, which is hard to explain, but to make sure it functions properly, you need to check it, have somebody check it on their computer, check it in an incognito window, and make sure everything's working. This is Cindy Bloom. Welcome to builderall. Glad to have you aboard, and this is just one of many funnels that I hope that we are going to be generating and crushing as we grow this business together.